So when you're sharpening, it's really handy to have a sharpening guide because sometimes having that 110-degree angle is a little bit hard to guesstimate. So this is the Hygiene sharpening guide, and one side is curettes and sickles, and the other side is Gracie's. This is also something that you could laminate so that you could wipe off and keep in your operatory as well. So let's look at the directions. Align the terminal shank with the dotted white centered line. This will make your instrument face parallel to the floor, and that tip or toe will point towards you. Now let's look at the Gracie directions here. Align the terminal shank with the dotted line at a 110-degree angle. This will make the instrument face parallel to the floor, and that tip or toe will face towards you. So how you're going to use it for the curette and sickle side is you want to place your instrument right at the tip of this triangle, and the terminal shank right here, you're going to line up with this dotted line. See how it says terminal shank there? So rest your instrument handle here and align that terminal shank so that it is parallel with that dotted line. And then you're going to take your stone and place it at that 110-degree angle. And for a sickle, heel, middle, tip, ending on a downstroke. Same thing on the left side. I'm going to align my sharpening stone, heel. So sometimes if we get off a little bit, we want to redirect ourselves and be watching that angle as we're going, because that's the most important thing to get, is that correct angulation. If we want to use it to sharpen a curette, same thing. Rest your handle on the rest. Make sure this terminal shank is parallel with this line. And then heel, middle, toe. Making sure that you're always aligned at that 110-degree angle. Heel, middle, toe, ending on a downstroke. And then of course here you would want to sharpen your toe as well. So let's practice this with a Gracie. So we're going to be looking at this terminal shank, and we want to align it with this white dotted line. So here's of course center. When we have this at center, the face of our Gracie instrument is actually tilted. It's not sitting flat. So I'm going to line up my terminal shank with that dotted white line at a 110-degree angle, and then I'm going to take my stone and line it up opposite on that 110-degree angle as well. And then I'm going to go heel, middle, toe. And I'm going to avoid overturning because I do not want to turn my toe into a tip. Very important. And then of course you're going to want to sharpen the toe, that 120-degree angle, and then we can move to the other side. Once again, I'm going to align my shank at a 110-degree angle, take my stone at a 110-degree angle, heel, middle, toe. And I don't turn it in a lot because I don't want to turn my toes into tips. And then of course you want to sharpen that toe